Vermont crews are working to plant a forest where a field exists now.
Channel 3's Ike Ben-David found out its efforts to prevent flooding and preserve the health of the Champlain waterways.
This land at the Intervale Wildlife Management Area in Colchester was once a dairy farm. It transitioned to crop fields, but with flooding from the nearby Winooski River, it's an all too often familiar scene.
Well, this whole area, we're all familiar with the farms getting flooded out in the Burlington Intervale. This is the mirror image, just the other side of the river, and this whole area floods similarly. And, with bare ground, we have dirt that washes down into the lake.
Now, work is being done to turn this land into a forest.
With good vegetation to slow down that water flow, not only do we avoid that sort of erosion, but it actually becomes a sink for sediment from upstream, and the water slows down here and can drop that sediment before it gets to the lake.
The Lake Champlain chapter of the Great Lakes Fisheries Commission helped fund the project. Tom Berry says that despite standing on land now, the work will have an impact for the water.
And we support work, among other things, that restores fish habitat and riparian habitat health, which helps the lake. So any work that helps the water quality in Lake Champlain and wildlife habitat related to streams and rivers is work that we can help to support.
Something the state agrees with, too.
With these old farms that get flooded a lot, it'll really be better for the environment if we get some space for a floodplain forest.
Peter Emerson, a fisheries biologist with Vermont Fish and Wildlife, is planting trees today.
So this is a fisheries project, but we work with wildlife, and they're doing the same sort of thing.
For now, it's an experiment.
Putting this many seeds down will overcome the predation of the seeds.
Hand planting and using hydro planting.
Crews are working to plant over 8 million seeds in this plot at random, with hopes that it'll grow into a healthy forest.
It's also part of a larger partnership with the seeds coming from the Intervale Center and the Northwood Stewardship Center.
That's the hope of this work, is to slow down the floodwaters and kind of let it sit here and kind of sink into the soil here so that it doesn't cause more devastation to the farms downstream.
And the goal will be for this area to look much different with positive benefits.
Within just a few years, you should see shrubs and bushes coming up, dogwood and things like that, that will immediately begin to provide shade for wildlife and slow down the currents. And then ultimately, within a few decades, if you look at the tree line that surrounds us, that's a silver maple floodplain forest. And ultimately, they're looking at restoring the silver maple floodplain forest. So the forest that surrounds this field is what this might begin to look like in 20 years.
In Colchester, Ike Ben-David, Channel 3 News.